Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I am going to do an individual reading for Giselle. In this video we are going to check her current energy, her career, her love life, and any healing messages that come through. Now I have a question for you guys. For all the Aespa fans out there, what is your fandom name and how do you pronounce it? I am asking for a friend. I was kidding. My sister was researching it and it was like the struggle to find it. And if it is true that your fandom name your fandom name is Mai, then SM, what the hell are you doing? I'm gonna criticize that for the rest of eternity because that is such a normal word that is, if it's not stylized, it's going to be very hard to find your fandom name, and I don't know. I feel it's very inconvenient. But enough of that, let's just jump into the reading and check out what we have to say. I say we, I guess my spiritual team and I. Let's see what we have to say for Giselle's reading. The first thing that we're going to check out is her current energy. So let's jump in. So these are the cards that we're using. We have our tarot decks and our oracle decks. And we are actually jumping in now. I don't even know why I put the cards nicely down if, well, you guys won't have to see them until much later. So let's see. Giselle, how are you currently doing? The first card that came out is the Ten of Swords reverse. So she may be getting herself out some overthinking. Giselle, how are you currently doing? The cards keep falling down. You have I was gonna say we have Cancer, but no, that's a Chariot that represents Cancer. It does represent Cancer. Not Cancer as in the disease, I mean Cancer as like the astrology sign. We have the Two of Cups reverse. We have the Queen of Wands. Very cute. We have the Ten of Wands. The Ace reverse. The Ace of Swords. The Queen of Swords reverse. Oh. And the Four of Cups reverse. Let's start with those cards. So the first card that we got for Giselle was the Ten of Swords reverse, meaning that usually the Ten of Swords upright talks about someone that is overthinking something to the point that it's hurting their body, or that makes them feel physically sick, or you're overthinking and analyzing something that is almost killing you inside. Let's put it that way. Like, it's such a heavy and stressful thing. But it's reversed, so reversals can mean the opposite of the energy, or it's just, the energy could be blocked, or it could just be that the person hasn't fully embodied this energy. But for Giselle, I do feel that she may be slowly reaching this Ten of Swords, or she's getting herself out of it. So let's just say that she's not fully in this Ten of Swords energy. She's not super stressed about something, or she hasn't fully started to overthink about it, or she has already done that, so she's slowly getting herself out there. So she's either starting it or she's getting herself out of this Ten of Swords energy. That's the vibes that I'm getting with it being reversed. Now, I'm saying that she could be getting herself into that because we have the Ten of Wands underneath that card. The Ten of Wands talks about having a very heavy burden that she has to carry. This is the card that kind of talks about, you have too many responsibilities that you have to handle. And if I'm correct, I did get this energy in the Aespa's group reading. In that one, I did get a lot of there's a lot of responsibilities and a lot of things that they have to do for their career. So I do feel that Giselle is one of those people that takes her responsibilities very seriously, and she just feels like there's a lot of weight of responsibilities on her shoulders that she's carrying with her, a lot of baggage or a lot of things that she has to do. So it could mean that she's very busy right now, and that's taking up a lot of her mental capacity. Like there's a lot of thinking that she has to do. But I also feel that she could be getting herself out of the Ten of Swords, because not only is it reversed, but we have the Chariot. The Chariot talks about movement. So the Chariot could also be talking about making a choice between two options, because here we have the Sphinx, we have a black one and a white one, which is supposed to represent two different choices. Right now they're calm, they're sitting down, but the Chariot is all about movement. It could be about travel, it could be world tour maybe, I don't know, it could be soon, it could be next year for all I know. So I don't know, maybe you guys may want to start saving up money. Start saving up money! I already told my sister to save up money. You should start saving up money. Now that is if they announce it. You know how SM is. Maybe there's talks about that right now, and next thing you know, nothing happens. So don't take my word for it. But if it does happen, I want all the credit. No, I was kidding. Let me go back to the reading. So with the Chariot, when I mean travel, yes, it could be travel worldwide, but it could just be like having maybe some travel within your neighborhood or your country or stuff like that. So it doesn't have to be too crazy, but if my mind went to those extents, maybe there's something there. Also, right now I'm looking at this cloud and it made me think of a flamingo, so I don't know what's that about. Maybe, you know how flamingos are pink because they eat shrimp, but if they don't eat shrimp, they're actually white birds. But I don't know what shrimp has that it makes flamingos pink. I'm saying that because I do feel that maybe food will be something Giselle really, really likes, and it could be something that she will focus on when she travels around. But yeah, the other thing, if we're not talking about physical travel with the Chariot, it could mean that currently Giselle is going through a lot of change, because the Chariot brings this dynamic energy. And with that dynamic energy, we're talking about going from one stage to another, moving forward, starting to take action. And if you connect to Giselle's energy, which I do feel that she has a lot of like this strong, impulsive, let's move forward, let's get something done. If I'm correct, I think she was the one that got the cheetah in the individual section of the career part of Aespa's reading. So there seems to be some change, or there seems to be like it's fated for Giselle to move somewhere or travel somewhere or do something somewhere that she's not super familiar with. Because I say it's in the works because we have the Ace of Swords and it's reversed. So usually the Ace of Swords, when you talk about aces, we're talking about new chapters and new journeys. But when we talk about swords, we're talking about ideas coming through. So the fact that it's reversed, I feel that those ideas are not blossoming yet, or they haven't traveled through yet. So I do feel that there could be like, so what I'm getting is that, you know how I mentioned that there could be some travel for like a world tour or whatever? What I'm getting with this is that there's a chance that it is, written in the stars for it to happen, but it hasn't been transmuted or transferred, or the message, life hasn't sent an email to the SM lords to make it happen. I feel so weird saying that. Or what I mean as well is that it's just like the idea hasn't been planted in anyone's head yet. But I am now, so let's manifest this so it actually happens. But what I mean by this also is that, maybe people haven't really thought about making that a thing. So since people haven't, because when you talk about the Ace of Swords, you're talking about a connection with the divine. You're getting messages from like the other world, or you're getting messages from your intuition, and they're coming through, and it inspires you with new ideas and new plans. However, it's reversed. I feel like those ideas, like that connection hasn't been made yet. Now, continuing with Giselle's reading, we have the Two of Cups reversed. So, the Two of Cups talks about union, it talks about making a connection, but specifically for this deck, the Two of Cups to me symbolizes friendship. Because you see how these two girls are like, playing around, and it seems like they're having a good time just hanging out. So, it looks like a picnic. I don't know, maybe Giselle likes food. Does she like food? Guys, you tell me, I don't know. But with this Two of Cups reverse, I do feel that Giselle maybe hasn't found the friends that she wished she had, or she hasn't made the connections that she wishes that she had. Like maybe I'm also getting that maybe if she does have those connections, she just hasn't had the time to just have fun and celebrate. So if the Three of Cups appears, that could be our sign that she wants to have a partner out. Not a partner, but, well, I feel like partner as in like a partner in crime. You know, when you have someone that is like, oh, let's do this, let's do that. I feel like that type of partner, not a romantic one necessarily. But I see, usually when we talk about the Two of Cups, we do talk about partnerships like that. But this is the current energy, and the vibes that I'm getting are not necessarily romantic. So I do feel that in this case, this Two of Cups is more along the lines of friendship. Anyway, let's talk about our queens right here. Queens. Okay, let me stop. So we have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords reversed. This is a duality that is not even really out there. We have Leo and Aquarius energy. Leo and Aquarius are opposite signs, just putting that out there, and they're both fit signs. So I do feel that in this case, both of them being reversed tells me that Giselle is currently not in the state where she feels confident. She probably doesn't even feel like it's time to play around. So I think she's taking life a little bit too seriously. Let's just put it that way. Because when you have this Queen of Wands, we're talking about creativity, we're talking about confidence, we're talking about beauty. But with it being reversed, I do feel that Giselle maybe is not in that state yet. She's not embracing all of that. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, but we have a lion right here, one right here, and two right there. And they're supposed to symbolize that strength of a Leo, you know, that Leo pride, that strength, that confidence that comes with the strength card. That has like the woman taming the lion, for those of you that do not know. But then we also have flowers that is supposed to symbolize abundance, fertility. So with it being reversed, I do feel that Giselle is not in that state yet. She may not feel super creative. She may feel like she's not that confident, or she may feel like she's not beautiful, or something along those lines. So she's still working towards getting that confidence, towards feeling like she's doing a good job, and something along those lines. I also feel that she may need to do some shadow work, because usually this little cat is a black cat, and it's supposed to symbolize that the Queen of Wands is pretty in tune with her shadow self, so she knows what's up. But she got it reversed. I feel that she's not in that energy yet. Now, let's talk about this Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords is Aquarius energy. So we're talking about being different, and also we're talking about someone that is pretty, you know, has locked in, I guess you could call it that way, locked in their ideas. So Aquarius energy is a fifth sign, and it's an air sign. Despite being called Aquarius, it's an air sign. And in that case, we have someone that is pretty avoidant of their emotions. So I do feel that Giselle kind of doesn't really work with her emotions. It's also that energy of someone that when they have a certain beliefs, it's very hard to shake an Aquarius out of those beliefs, because they're a fifth sign. So it's very hard to like push them out of whatever they have locked themselves in. Now, Aquarius is known for being innovative and being out of the box, in a way rebellious of the conventional things in life, right? So I do feel that with it being reversed, I am getting that sense that Giselle is currently staying true to whatever has to be done. She's staying very loyal to the structure of things and the path that has to be taken in making something happen. So I do feel that she is, I guess in a way, where she's at, you know, as being part of a pretty new group. It's pretty normal that they don't have much of a say in anything, so she's just doing her job. She's doing as she's being told. But this Queen of Swords reverse kind of shows the energy of someone that is finding it very difficult to speak up, because when we talk about swords, we're talking about communication, we're talking about ideas, and we're talking about thoughts. So I do feel that with Giselle, like right now, it kind of shows that she doesn't feel like she has the power or the status to speak her mind and say her truth, and maybe give in her own ideas of what she wants to do in compacts and stuff like that. So I do feel that right now she currently feels that she can't allow herself to communicate clearly what her creative ideas are and express herself the way that she wishes she could. So yeah, that's one thing. Now we have the Four of Cups. So usually the Four of Cups upright talks about someone that is distracted. You know, usually you have the guy right here and he's sleeping, and it will show like 3 cups right here in front of him and 1 cup that is being offered, like right here. The cup is being offered. I should probably show it like this. So, you know, you have the 3 cups right here, and this cloud, which is supposed to symbolize the divine or the universe, is over here offering the 4th cup. Like, this is a new opportunity, look at it, and stuff like that. But with it being reversed, it kind of shows that she is probably a lot more focused than we give her credit for. Even though she seems to, I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? She has a lot of responsibilities weighing her down. She can't speak up and say what she wants to creatively do with these 2 cards. She can't really have fun with her friends because she's busy staying focused. There's something going around, but I mean, we also have the Ace of Swords reversed, so that also shows that there's a blockage of communication. We also had the 10 of Swords, so again, there's a sense of like something stressing her a little bit. And the only good card right here is the Chariot upright. But yeah, with this 4 of Cups, I'm getting that Giselle is very concentrated and laser focused on whatever her goal is. If it was upright, then it will show that she's actually distracted or maybe resting. But no, she's very busy. So currently, Giselle is still very busy. But let's jump into her career and see what's going on in Giselle's career. What's up? What's happening? How's it vibing? I don't know what other words to say as I am transitioning to the next section. So Giselle's career. How is it going with Giselle's career? Oh, that was at the bottom of the deck. Wait, hold up. Ah! The card keeps falling. So we have Moon, we have Fire, and then we have Mars. Okay, maybe Giselle has a lot of Mars energy. Like she could, like her ruling planet could be in Mars, or she has a heavy influence of Mars. I got that the moment that I saw the cheetah with her. I felt like a strong Mars energy of, you know, someone that's driven and passionate and ready to take action. Mars is technically like a soldier, someone that's ready to fight. Oh, and you know what's on the bottom of the deck? We have Aries, which is one of the signs that Mars rules. So, put that away. But yeah, we also have Fire. Fire is the element of someone that is impulsive, someone that is very passionate, someone that is ready to take action. You know, it's very fast, it's very quick. Right here you can see almost like the fire coming out of her head as wings. So someone that is very optimistic, someone that's very happy, someone that is very creative in that sense. I mean, I'm talking about creativity because it is Leo is a fire sign, which talks about creativity as well. You know, Leos are drama queens. How can you not talk about being creative and imaginative if you're a drama queen? Anyway, I'm gonna stop. I feel like I'm attacking Leos right now after I praised you with the Queen of Wands. And with this fire element, I'm also getting that Giselle could be embracing her masculine energy a lot because she is focusing on her career right now. So right now she's like, work, I have to do this, I have to improve my skills, and I have to work more and more and more and more. Okay, but we also have the moon, so maybe Giselle could have a moon in Aries or maybe a moon in Scorpio. I think she's a sun in Scorpio, which in traditional astrology, Scorpio is ruled by Mars, but in modern astrology, it is actually ruled by Pluto. Anyway, let's talk about this moon. So it feels like Giselle is emotionally influenced greatly in her career. So what I mean by that is that she could be very attached to her work, or her work could mean a lot to her, or work is one of the ways that she feels very emotionally fulfilled. So her moon could be in her, I guess, okay. The moment I felt like using the zodiac cards and the moonology cards, I knew that maybe Giselle was into astrology. So that's why I can't shut up about astrology right now. Now I'm not an astrologer, but I am interested in astrology and I am still studying it for my own fun. So if there's anything I know about it, I will talk about it, but you know, don't take my word for it. You know, still do your own research and figure out stuff if you don't believe me. And also, be skeptical. Be a critical thinker about the stuff that I say. You don't have to necessarily contradict me. You just have to make your own thoughts and your own opinions. I'm gonna move on. So, so yeah. Or maybe her Mars and her moon could be conjunct. And when you have two planets that are conjunct, it means that they kind of work together, or they're both influencing each other very greatly because the energies are right next to each other or very close, in close proximity. So when you have Mars, we're talking about your drive, your passion, and what motivates you to do things. It could also mean like your sexual energy, but we're talking about Giselle's career. So I do feel, okay, there's some people out there, like, you guys may not know this, but when you have performers, or anyone out there, someone could exude all of their sensuality in their career. And what I mean by that, I don't mean that they're holding it around. What I mean, some of you probably thought of that. What I mean is that some people could show like this beautiful, attractive, almost magnetic energy when they're working. And since she's a performer, she could be someone that when she's dancing and singing and when she's on that stage, she just naturally attracts a lot of people because that's what that energy is being released and it's in the works. So yeah, so it seems like, okay, what I'm trying to get at is that Giselle seems to just be in her own element, and because of that, she can just naturally attract a lot of people because she's in the spotlight that's meant for her, and also because she's emotionally giving herself into her career, she will just naturally be in her element, which will of course attract people to her light. So let's see what else we get for Giselle's career. I think we have meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. So she may be starting this journey where she is more in tune with her emotions and with herself. Because I did feel, when you see the moon card right here, you see this woman with her hands out and it feels like she's meditating. So I do feel that she could be getting into that to relax herself and balance herself. Because I saw the two lights on the moon card and I thought of balance. I feel that she could be doing that right now, trying to meditate, trying to center herself, trying to bring herself together, and something along those lines. But when you have Pisces, you have this energy of someone that is easily able to adapt. You have the energy of an individual that is going through the unknown. So I do feel like she's kind of doing that with her career as well, finding herself without even really realizing it. So what else is going on with Giselle's career? What's up with Giselle's career? Let's go. Let's see. We have full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. This could be the reason why she's meditating. Maybe she feels a bit triggered, or she feels like there's something she has to get rid of, or something that she's working through. And this full moon in Scorpio could be a sign that she is working through that and releasing the negativity. And I just realized a card got stuck up there. You saw it, but you didn't. Anyway, so the card that got stuck was the full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So that could be the reason why she's meditating. Like, she is going through some of her baggage, getting rid of something overwhelming her. And look, at the bottom we have full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecasted. So so this 3 full moons are talking about the end of a cycle. So if I put them together, it feels like what the end of the cycle that Giselle is going through in her career is she's releasing some baggage, which is coming to an end pretty soon. And because of that, she is going to win regardless of the outcome. So that is actually very positive. So what I'm getting is that if she's doing some shadow work, then through her career, she's learning more about herself and she's getting to know herself better, and she feels like she's in her element. Like, she feels she's doing the right thing. She feels comfortable. She feels like she's connecting within herself and more confident than ever. So she may be slowly seeing her potential without even knowing. And when she comes out of that stage, she may feel like the normal person, as we saw with the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords reversed. So both of those cards being reversed kind of tells me that she's working towards that potential. Someone that's confident, someone that's outspoken, someone that is creative and very assertive. Like, this is what I believe in, this is what I think, this is what I say, and stuff like that. So I feel that she's working towards that. And when she's on stage, she realizes that part of herself. Like, she gets to know that side of her that she didn't even know she had. So what energies are in Giselle's career? Like, what is going on? We have the rabbit. So yeah, right now she's currently still, we have an earth element, but this is a nervous energy. With the rabbit, it's kind of like if we had an unhealthy Virgo. But when I mean unhealthy, I mean like, you know how Virgos have like this very nervous energy, because they're aiming for perfection. They're aiming to do a good job. They're very hard on themselves. So I do feel that Giselle at her work, she's very hard on herself because she's very emotionally attached and she wants to do a good job because that's what she's passionate about. So I do feel that this rabbit is kind of giving like this sign that she is working towards doing a good job in her career, but whether or not, she brings in this nervous energy of wanting to do so well that she may limit herself by trying to reach perfection in a way. But I think her impulsive energy with this fire element kind of shows that it won't get on the way too bad because she is still like, that's allowing her to, since she likes what she's doing, she's pushing forward despite the obstacles of maybe not feeling like it's good enough, or feeling like she's doing a bad job, or feeling like she's still lacking and stuff like that. But yeah, the rabbit is still a very cute energy. So it's she feels like she's at the bottom of the food chain, but when she's on that stage, she feels like a fucking lion. You know how G-Idol has a song called Lion? I'm not too sure what it is about, but I kind of felt like that, as in like powerful energy. Let's see what else is going with Giselle's career. Giselle's career, what's going on with Giselle's career? What's gonna happen? What's going on? We have the bear, so maybe Karina's coming through. I'm joking. But we have another earth car, and with the bear we have an awakening. So I'm gonna put this bad boy right here. So remember how I mentioned that it seems like Giselle is getting to know like this other side of herself? Yeah, underneath we have the golden egg, which is a heart chakra. It's talking about connecting to what she's truly passionate, connecting to who she truly is. So I feel that through her career, Giselle is unconsciously figuring out who she is as a person, and because of that, with this bear, she has slowly been awakening to who she truly is, and is slowly embarking into this new journey of self-discovery, and that will help her get confidence, that will help her feel loved and feel passionate and feel like she is truly herself. You know, there's some people that do that when they are connecting to themselves very, very well, or they're going to their pure essence as a person. They feel unstoppable, they feel fulfilled, they feel aligned and satisfied in a way that it's unimaginable. So I do feel that with this bear car, if Giselle continues going through all those obstacles and continues going unafraid with her career, you know, she will go from this rabbit into this bear, and is like a massive force of strength and confidence. And you know what, to me, bears mean overcoming fears. So I do feel that she will slowly, you know, okay, hold up, let me show you the colors. In the colors of the bear, we have yellow, which talks about the solar plexus. Every time I use these cards, I talk about chakras, so keep that in mind. So here we have yellow, which talks about the solar plexus. It talks about our creativity, our optimism with life, and our confidence. So I do feel that Giselle is slowly grounding herself and feeling confident with who she is. And then we have blue on the bottom that talks about the throat chakra, which is all about communication, speaking her truth, and self-expression. So she is slowly becoming this bear. Fluffy but dangerous bear. Cute bear. Let's see. What's going on with Giselle's career? What's up with Giselle's career? What's going on? So we have the 9 of Cups reverse, and then we have the Queen of Cups reverse. So another queen has come through in her career. So Cups talk about our spirituality, our emotions, and our creativity. So I do feel that Giselle feels very, very blocked creatively because of her career. Like, I feel that she can't express her creative gifts in her career yet. I do feel that she's slowly building up for that. It could be for a couple of things. Like, it could just be that she is in an industry that doesn't allow for that to happen yet because she's still very new. Or it could just be that she's slowly getting that confidence to show who she truly is and her gifts and her skills and her power and all of that. I don't know if Giselle is shy. Like, do you guys know Giselle to be shy? Or is that just the energy that I'm getting of someone that is working through her confidence and because of that, I mean, she could be very extroverted, but still working through her confidence. We all have insecurity, so I feel that she could still be working through that, and it's just not fully translated as, I don't know. I'm just asking. I like their music, but I haven't really seen how they are as people. You'll hear me say this a lot with other groups. I tend to be like that. But yeah, when we have the Nine of Cups, we're talking about a wish coming true, or someone that feels emotionally satisfied and fulfilled. But with it in reverse, I do feel that she is in a space where she is not in that. She's not in that stage. She's not in that state. She's not completely fulfilled or confident, or her dream hasn't come true in her career. So she's still working towards that. This Queen of Cups usually talks about someone that is emotionally stable, very nurturing and caring, and very powerful. So this is energy of an individual that loves themselves, let's put it that way. With this Queen of Cups, we have someone that is very confident and they love themselves. With all queens, you have confidence, but because this is a Queen of Cups, we have confidence in knowing how you feel and embracing your emotions. But with it in reverse, I feel that Giselle is in a state where she's still keeping her emotions in the download, or keeping them to herself, or something along those lines. Like, she's still trying to learn how to work with them, or she's slowly trying to figure out, like, maybe she feels like she's immature or like it's a weakness to feel what she feels. So she's still like working towards feeling the confidence of having them, and also embracing her passions and her creative projects. Like, she's still working through that. I want to say a little bit more about her career. Tell me more. What's going on with Giselle's career? We have the Emperor. So she's Emperor is Aries energy. The Emperor is also, as I mentioned, it's Aries energy, and Mars is the ruler of Aries. The Emperor talks about someone that is stable and confident. We're talking about someone that is grounded. So she wants, and she's aiming to be grounded. She's aiming to feel powerful. She's aiming to be on top of her game for her career. So I do feel that that's what she's aiming for, and I do feel that that's what she's working and striving for, to feel confident and powerful and stable like this Emperor, and feel like this very, feel fulfilled from the inside out, being able to show that her actions translate to the confidence that she's aiming for. So she doesn't want to see her potential only as a potential. She wants to see the potential as the goal that she's aiming for in her career. So I'll let that be and jump into her love life. So it seems like Giselle's career is very important, which I'm not surprised, because I mentioned that the moment I saw the moon and Mars, I was like, same. I have my moon and Mars both in Virgo. So I was like, if you want to talk about someone that is emotionally attached to her work, I'm that someone. There's other people out there, but I'm one of those people. Okay, let's continue. So, what energies are in Giselle's love life? Giselle, I'm a snoop in your love life. What's going on? So we have the Horse. Giselle, tell me about your love life. What's going on? We have the Oyster. The Oyster. What's going on with your love life, Giselle? What's going on? And then we have the Moth. So with the Horse, I'm getting beautiful hair. With the Oyster, I'm getting, when someone says the world is my oyster. I think that's how the saying goes. And with the Moth, I'm getting transformation. So in Giselle's love life, we're getting, I said beautiful hair, but when we have the Horse, we're talking about, we have the earth element, but this is someone that is very stable, quick, and agile. So I always struggle saying that word, but this kind of shows an individual that is very confident and very has a very strong third eye. So I do feel that Giselle is someone that is a lot more aware than we give her credit for. When I mean aware, I mean like intuitive aware. So I do feel that her third eye could be very open, but I also feel that she wants a partner that is it's unafraid of change and can go with the flow. Even though Giselle got a lot of queens and a lot of fixed energy in that sense, I do feel that she wants someone that is more adaptable and someone that is hardworking and very the word that I got was useful, because you know how horses are domesticated because they're very useful to humanity. So I thought that was kind of funny. She wants a partner that's useful. Okay. Okay. But with the horse, I also feel that she wants a person that has beautiful hair. Now, the oyster, we have the water element. So I do feel that she wants a partner that is very romantic. You know, what is it called? Your world is my oyster. The world is something about the world and oysters. I'm not too sure what it means. Okay. What I mean is that I'm not too sure how the saying goes, but I know that it technically just means that someone is promising you the world. I think that's what the saying talks about. So I do feel that Giselle wants a partner that can offer the world, and she wants someone that is romantic enough to be like, I promise you the whole world and bring you this and give you that. But she also wants a partner that is reliable and stable enough to actually make it happen. So let's say she wants a partner that is like, I promise you I'll give you this and that, and then boom, they make it happen. Or like, let's say it's a person that is like, I'll marry you after I complete my career or some shit like that, and then even if it takes a couple of years, they make it happen. I do feel that Giselle wants a partner that can keep their promises, and I think she might be very patient. She might be. I'm not too sure if she is, but she might be. But yeah, she wants someone that has someone that is also very guarded. So I do feel that she kind of wants to she dreams of cracking open this person and figuring out, oh look, I'm the only one that got to see this vulnerable side of them. Especially because we have the moth. The moth talks about someone that is going through a transformation, and here we have a bit of yellow, but it's mainly green. And green talks about the heart chakra, which talks about your heart space. It talks about what you really love in life and your true self, if you want to put it that way. And here we have the air element, which talks about communication. So I think she wants a partner that talks from their heart. She wants a partner that transforms into this beautiful side of themselves. To me, moths, what do they mean? I saw them a lot last year, and in the beginning of this year. What do moths mean to me? They mean transformation, and they also mean change for me. I'm not too sure what the change was when I saw them, but to me that's kind of what it meant. It's like a warning of change. So I do feel, how moths have on their wings, it almost looks like they have an eye drawn on it. I wonder if Giselle wants someone with beautiful eyes or someone that has their third eye open. So someone that is just as intuitive as her. She may want someone that she can telepathically connect with and communicate with. So Giselle, give me messages of your love life. So we have Cancer. I'm not surprised. And then we have Jupiter. I'm not surprised with the Cancer and the Jupiter. When you have, see, I told you Cancer as in the astrological sign. So when we have Cancer and Jupiter coming out together, we're talking about, I'm putting it in this side because it goes with the oyster. We have someone that is very nurturing, very sweet, very caring, very motherly like. Cancer is ruled by the moon, which we saw in her career. So I do feel that Giselle is a lot more emotional than we give her, or a lot more sensitive than we give her credit. I don't know what the fans think of Giselle, so maybe you guys do know she's sensitive and emotional, but if she hasn't shown that side, then now you know she is like that. But with this Jupiter, we're talking about the planet of expansion. We're talking about the planet of foreign lands. We're talking about the planet of higher education. So yeah, it could be university, but when I mean higher education, we're talking about someone that is thinking in the philosophical levels. So you could be someone that can do like a very mundane job, or just has or someone that has mastered a skill to the point that they are aware of the influence it has in their life. So let's say, this is an example. I don't think she wants. I'm not necessarily aware that she wants a partner like this. But let's say that she is with someone that is into wood carving, and slowly they have found a philosophy and almost a meditative state and a different view on how wood carving affects them as a person and how you should view wood carving. Maybe I shouldn't have used that example. I don't know much about wood carving, but in this case, we're talking about someone that is such a master at their skill that they understand it at a level that most people don't usually talk about. So this person knows the skills, and they have the skills, again, being reliable like the horse, but is more of leading more towards this path of someone that is actually so into their craft that they're able to connect with it in a level so deep that they're able to communicate that was such a struggle to communicate about it and talk about it as if it was poetry, as if it was an art, and not just a skill or manual work, if that makes sense. So I'm saying that because the cancer card is here. So these two cards right here kind of give me this energy of being very poetic and creative, and expressing yourself about a skill or a craft in a way that sounds almost magical and beautiful, as in like the person is in tuned and has become one with the skills that they know. So I do feel that it goes very well with this dreamy side of the oyster. So I do feel that Giselle wants a partner that she may want the foreigner with this Jupiter card, because we're talking about other cultures, or she wants someone that knows a lot about other cultures and is not stuck to only their own. And also someone that thinks a lot. So she does want like someone that has a lot of knowledge, but has able to turn that knowledge into wisdom, which is what I already talked about with my example of the wood carver. But yeah, the Cancer energy, she wants someone very nurturing and motherly. So she wants a partner that will be very caring to other people and is also very nurturing of their work. Hence the type of person she kind of is. You know, when you have your moon and your Mars in the career section, you're talking about someone that cares a lot about their work and puts a lot of energy in their work. So what else is going on with Giselle's career? We have new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. Did I just say career? With your love life. We're talking about her love life. A time to give rather than take. And then we have balance, spirituality, and practicality. So I do feel that Giselle may be a little bit of a dreamer in her love life. But I also feel that with the cards that Giselle got with new moon in Capricorn and new moon in Virgo, these are earth signs, and they're talking about a new beginning. So life seems to be pushing Giselle to work through knowing herself and figuring out who she is and stabilizing herself and grounding and rooting herself in a way that will help her become this new version of herself that is balanced. So be a little bit less practical and be more spiritual. So because I feel that she may be leaning more towards what can I do in my reality, what actions should I take, and this and that, very focused on her material world. And or if not, she, at least in her love life, she could be such a dreamer and daydreaming so much about this and that she needs to be more practical. So all in all, she needs to be balanced. And with your hard work is paying off. You know how in her career we got that Giselle was working towards getting to know herself, being more confident, and living up to the potential that she sees in herself. I do feel that this is kind of saying that when she continues working in that, she will become this new person that will be able to give to other people less than needing support from others. and that will help her find the person that she's looking for. You know, she wants a person that has all of these qualities, you know, being reliable, being able to transform, being able to be dreamy and romantic. That life is telling her, if you want those things, you can definitely get them. You just have to work on yourself. Oh, look, on the bottom of the deck we have the Fool. So it's kind of like jumping into this new start, this new chapter that's going on with Giselle's love life. Wait, we have the Empress. So, you know, again, the whole talk about becoming confident, finding yourself beautiful. This is how do you call it? This is Venus energy. So it talks about beauty, music, and just loving your everyday life almost as well. We have the Three of Cups, which talks about having fun, but it's reversed. I do feel that she's still working hard. So in her love life, she still has to work hard on some other things. So this could be like she still needs to focus on her career before she can reap the rewards of falling in love and finding that. I mean, Venus also talks about love, so I do feel that with this Empress, we're talking about someone that is transforming into their own light and feeling beautiful, and then slowly she will be attracting the people that are going to be looking towards the light of who she truly is. And lastly, we have the King of Wands reversed, which the King of Wands is Aries energy, but again, I do feel that she needs to mature into being this taking action, not out of a place of being impulsive, but taking action in a way of someone that knows when to fight when to fight, like she's going to war, but you know, being able to be mature and learn to pick your battles. So not getting into arguments, not getting into fights that are unnecessary. I do feel that with her, this King of Wands is also talking about someone that is learning how to, you know, not exhaust their energy on unnecessary things. It's kind of like plan before you take action. Again, not being impulsive. I think that's the main thing with Giselle. Like, try not to be impulsive. But it's in her love life, so I do feel that maybe she could get into relationships too early, or maybe she is wishing so much for this romantic person that she may ignore the red flags with people if she's not careful. Or again, she could be working so much with these two cards being reversed. I feel that maybe her focus is to focus on herself and on her career before she can get into her love life. Again, she needs that confidence so she can be within the spotlight that will allow her to attract the person that she's looking for. Or you know this is something that people kind of forget. When there's someone you have in mind, or when you're trying to manifest a partner, maybe not a specific person but a partner, and you're like, I want these qualities in my partner, I want this and that, right? You have that in mind. However, you also need to keep in mind that you need to work on yourself so your partner can recognize you. If there's qualities that you are looking in a partner, there could be a person out there that has those qualities, but they need to have them in the first place before you can find them and see them and be able to identify the qualities you're looking for in a partner in the person that's out there. And that also goes with you as a person. When you're looking, you're trying to manifest a partner, you also have to be within your own light, within your own qualities, so that partner that is also manifesting you as you're manifesting them can also recognize you. Now, I'm saying this because there are times that we have to work on ourselves. Like, let's say you want a partner that is very confident, but you need to work on your confidence. Maybe you don't need to have someone that loves to be in the spotlight, but it is definitely someone that is sure of who they are. They know themselves very well, so it's very hard to just shake them off their center. That's like the confidence they have. They have authority or something like that. And you as a person, since you're manifesting that type of individual, you will only recognize that individual when they are in that energy. So this is where a lot of people that are able to recognize other people's potentials kind of fall victims of that. You can see someone that has a potential, but if they're not in that energy, then even if you see it, they're not that person. And I do feel that in Giselle's case, it goes along those lines, that she needs to work in her confidence, she needs to work on herself and on the things whatever her goals are right now, which seems to be her career, and in a way get to know herself so she can be the potential that she's working for, which we saw in her current energy in her career as well, which then in return will help her find her partner because she's shining within her own light, which will make it easier for her partner to find her and see her, and life will make sure that that partner that is going to see her and find her will be able to fulfill the qualities that she's looking for in a partner as well, which seems like she has a very clear, or at least her energy knows very well what type of partner she wants. So I'm just kind of saying that for some of you that may need to hear that. Maybe you need to know about that, I don't know. So I want to take out just one more card. Where is Giselle at right now in her career? We have Death. So with Death, it doesn't mean that Giselle has no love life. It just means that it's talking about transformation. So right now, Giselle's love life is in the stage where she needs to transform. She has ended a cycle of some sort, and now she is going through a death and a rebirth, which will explain why we saw a big thing about transformations. Again, it has a lot of butterflies right here. We have the moth. She could be the one that needs to go through a transformation as well, especially with the cards that we got right here. She needs to get to know herself better. So that whole spiel that I talked about right now makes sense, because in the stage that she's in her love life right now is the Death card, which again is not a bad thing. It just talks about change and transformation. This is a Scorpio card, so it is definitely about like a Phoenix moment. You get rid of some baggage and you recreate yourself from that shadow work that you do, and then you shine brighter. So I'm going to put these cards away and let's figure out what healing messages come through for Giselle's reading. This is usually kind of where we get the summary of the whole reading. So healing messages for Giselle. The first card that came through is Snake, Time to Heal, which is we have 55. 55 is double 5, which talks about change, and when you add it up to 10, which results in 1, and that transformation from 10 to 1 talks about ending a cycle and beginning a new chapter, a new journey. And the first thing that I thought of when I saw the snake spirit was the imagery of you know how snakes kind of peel off their outer skin so like that they can grow longer, not taller, longer. That's the way that they slowly grow and grow and grow, you know, shedding your skin. That's the word. So I do feel that Giselle is going through that moment. Like, she's getting rid of her old skin and becoming this new person. And with that, she's doing shadow work and she's healing. And I guess that explains why she got the new moon in Pisces in her career. Yeah, it wasn't her career. So that one, very obvious. The snake is just saying that Giselle is transforming into a new person and she's healing and she's changing. 5 is all about change. So let's see what else is going on with Giselle's healing messages. We have the Bobcat spirit. Life is a mystery. So this tells me that life is preparing Giselle for something, but she doesn't know what it is yet. 8, it talks about infinite possibilities. So I do feel that there's a lot of changes for Giselle that will give her the ability to see things from a new light, or get new opportunities. New doors are going to open, new paths, new journeys, everything. We also have the peacock spirit and the giraffe spirit reverse. So the peacock spirit says let it shine, which again, this one is very similar to the time to heal. Like, they're both talking about jumping into her own energy, being under the spotlight that shows her, you know, playing her role as her, finding her essence and embracing it and just letting that go. Here we see the peacock's heart has like a light going through it and it's flashing. That's kind of like working from her heart space and showing who she truly is. With the giraffe spirit reverse, we see it says see the big picture, but with it being reversed, I feel that life is maybe encouraging her to focus on the present moment rather than seeing like the bigger picture. Because I feel like she could be too distracted with her future goals that she's not focusing on her present. But also the other thing that I'm getting is that with this card reversed, I'm getting that maybe life is saying that Giselle is not going to really know what's going on because life is a mystery. So it kind of shows that she's not going to be able to understand why things are going the way that they are because she's still going through that process. Like, life wants her to focus on herself, so they're not gonna tell her why she's doing what she's doing. It's kind of like, just do what you have to do, and then when the time comes, you'll understand why things are happening the way that they are. But there's many things that life just doesn't tell us, and it just happens. We may get a feeling that something's happening, but you may not get like the full-on details of what's going on. So healing messages for Giselle. We have the Coyote Spirit reversed with trust in the divine detours. So with it in reverse, I feel that Giselle is working towards that, being more intuitive and understanding that if something is not meant for her, it's not going to work. And she needs to understand that it's for her own good. Sometimes life will do things where they just don't work out, but that's because they want us to be in the right place at the right time. Or like sometimes she, like, let's say she's focusing a lot in her practical mind or in her career, and that's getting in the way of her doing her self-healing. Then they're gonna be like, okay, we need to put a stop so she can focus on herself. Or sometimes it's the other way around. It's kind of like she is focusing so much on herself and going through, like, you know, going through all the lows of self-healing that she may not be able to concentrate on her practical 3D world, and that's when they'll have to put a stop and do something to help her see new opportunities. It's like if someone grabbed your head and was like, boom, look in this direction and do what you have to do. It's kind of like they have to kind of like push you in the right direction, and that's why divine detours are a thing. So yeah, with it in reverse, I think it's just Giselle understanding that sometimes bad things happen for a good reason. Okay, so healing messages for Giselle. Okay, the last one that I'm taking is the Starfish Spirit. I'll take one more actually. Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibilities. Giselle is working towards this, but at the time that she's healing herself, she will be able to just transform and do whatever she wants. I feel it's just reversed because she's not there yet. Like, she's working towards that. Okay. Last message for Giselle. Healing messages for Giselle. What's the last thing you... Oh. Hold up. Oh, look. We have the Seahorse Spirit with watch and wait. This tells me that life is kind of encouraging Giselle to understand that with time, she'll, of course, understand what's going on and what her situation is. But it also feels that it's kind of like of those things that, again, I mentioned, like, I feel like life is not telling her so much of what's going on and what she should be looking forward to, because they want her to focus on what she's doing and just kind of understand that life is kind of magical. There's some times that life doesn't tell us, oh, this is gonna happen, that is going to happen, because it's, even though they may be planning for things to work a certain way, they have like a lot of components going on at the same time. So that's kind of what happens when you see the bigger picture. You're able to see all the little pieces coming together and how they're all influencing each other and how they're all working with each other. Like, you do have to keep in mind, you know how there's like the butterfly effect? Let me turn around. You know how there's like the butterfly effect with the flapping of the butterfly's wings, it creates a tornado somewhere out there. That's okay, it sounds like I'm exaggerating, but that's kind of like the essence of the butterfly effect. And that's basically talking about how like little actions have big consequences as well. You know, you could be you could be doing something, and like if you are like maybe 1 minute late, you miss your bus stop, and next thing you know, you go through like this ordeal, like you have to take another bus or you have to wait longer, and then you meet this person and then you become like best buds, and there you go, you have created like a life partner or a soulmate or you know, a loyal companion, or as I said with Giselle, a partner in crime, which seems like that's kind of what she's getting with that Two of Cups that we saw in her current energy. Seems like she's about to be a soulmate, or again, let me clarify, soulmates are not like just like romantic partners. Soulmates can be family and friends, and sometimes some people, you could have soul contracts with people that is like, oh, I'm just gonna meet you, we're gonna do this one thing together, and then go our separate ways, help each other do that one thing, and then boom, you go your way, I go mine. So I do feel that with Giselle, that could be one of the things that she could meet maybe someone from her soul family, or she may meet someone that is just someone that she's going to feel like she has known for a very long time, and it's going to be someone very special to her. Again, I do feel that this will end up being a very close friend of hers, someone that will encourage her a lot, and someone that will bring her a lot of happiness and a lot of hope for the future. And definitely is going to be someone that will help her down her journey in getting that confidence and finding her true light and shine brightly with that light as she's slowly transforming and doing that shadow work. So I will leave that there for Giselle. I hope you find this fun, entertaining, or learn from this. I did feel like I said a lot of things. I talked about astrology, I talked about soulmates. I didn't get too in depth with soul families, but it works along the same way. You meet someone from a past life. Well, you meet someone, and then you're like, see you on the next life. And you meet it in a good way. So, in a way, you make a contract, your souls make a contract to meet again. And you do meet again in this life, and that's kind of how soulmates and soul families work. You both, soul families is more like you all have like a goal in common, and because of that, you kind of come together as souls to make that happen. That's usually how soul families work. Soulmates is kind of more like a pair type of thing. Like you could have pair, not as in the fruit. I don't know why I thought of the fruit. Pairs as in like two people together. Like you meet someone in a past life, and you're like, in the next life, I wish we become good friends so we can help each other again. Or, oh, this is fun, see you on the next one. Stuff like that. That's usually how soulmates work. And I'm feeling my throat drying up because I've been talking for a while now, and I'm going to rest a little bit. So I really hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one, whenever that is, however that is. Love and healing from my part to you. I'm making that face because I just realized I didn't do that in the other video I recorded. Whoops. Communication was so blocked in that one that I'm so happy that with Giselle everything was very clear out there, very direct. Her energy is very organized in that sense, and very straightforward, direct, and communication is not an issue at all, which I am very glad for. So yeah, love and healing from my part to you, and see you on the next one, whatever that is, however that is. Thank you so much for watching, and bye. Bye. This was my face reveal in the Vernon one.